All right, so let's go to the other side of the bracket. Already in the final four is Dean Carnage Carney and Forrest Wang. Oh, next battle, Rome Charpentier, Kyle Mohan. A lot of buzz behind Rome Charpentier after last weekend. Kyle Mohan as well as his RX-8 seems like it's dialed, so looking forward to him. Again, Long Beach, California versus La Costa, California, now living in the IE, Rome Charpentier. So let's see what these boys got.
I can't wait to see how Kyle does in that MX5. He did so well last weekend in his RX-8. He's getting so much more comfortable in it, and I want to see how that confidence carries over to the MX5. And hopefully they have the setup similar in that so that he can sort of have the same feel, but we're about to find out.
Here we go. So it looks like Rome will lead. Kyle Mohan will give chase. Look how wide. I mean, the car's square. I feel like Mohan's car, it looks like RC Pro-Am for all those old Nintendo players. Here's Rome Charpentier, another 80s reference there for you, Rome Charpentier. Coming into view now, bringing it all the way out. Nice job. Could have been a little deeper there from Rome, but I think this is strategy coming into play for Rome Charpentier. And that final inside clip doesn't get all the way out to the touch and go. Now keep in mind, Rome Charpentier, this is his pro car. This isn't a backup car. So Rome, strategy-wise, keep it out the walls, keep it clean, keep it sterile. But Kyle Mohan, this is his backup car. This is a time attack car that was drifting, and now it's back to going drifting.
He did a great job in the chase, Jared. You know, his proximity wasn't great, but his mimic was pretty strong. You can see that he's running the same line, kind of positioning the car where it needs to be in the chase. Could be closer though. Rome in the lead position, did get into the wall in practice, and maybe he's a little bit gun shy now, so he's not going quite as deep on zone 1, 2. Did okay on number 3 there, and then you can see Kyle coming up in the rear. Kyle isn't really making many compromises. Like I said, he could be closer on proximity, but his mimic is pretty strong, which is great to see in that MX-5.
Now the MX-5 Mazda Tricks renewable lubricants vehicle of Kyle Mohan will lead with Rome Charpentier in the chase position. Like I said, I believe there's a bit of strategy here. Here's the bracket. This is how it shapes up. Like I said, Dean Carney and Forrest Wang already in the mix. They are on one side of the final four. Now you can see that top right, Charpentier Mohan, then SN Robbins. Now keep in mind, we will have a third place battle because of seeding was drawing straws. It was a randomizer, not literally drawing straws, but just random selection. So, and we're going to change it up next, or tomorrow as well. All right, here we go. The BC Racing Custom Coilover Grade 8 of the Formula Drift Super Drift Challenge. Kyle the Menace Mohan out front. RCP, Rome Charpentier in the chase position. Looks like he backs off a little bit. Kyle Mohan gets all the way out there, wall to wall. Oh boy, he's digging deep. Tell you what, Kyle Mohan really massaging that MX-5 all the way out there. Kyle Mohan with a great lead run. Rome was right there. I'll tell you what, Long Beach's own Kyle Mohan, lead versus lead, chase versus chase. Walk us through, Ryan, in your mind, like, I'll tell you what, I think he's figured out his car setup.
That was very impressive.
That was really good.
Where was that last weekend, Jared?
It did exist there, and I think that they're finding just that happy compromise of getting that side bite and getting that forward grip. Go ahead.
Just watching the confidence that Kyle Mohan had here. Look how wide he got up to that wall. He tapped the wall with that tiny little Miata with no rear overhang, basically. On throttle throughout. He did have a big handbrake pull between outside zone 2 and outside zone 3. Really hard to tell with those dark wheels that he has, but there was a handbrake pull between 2 and 3. Right here you can see his transition. Look at that snap to angle right there. Right in the chase position you've got Rome Charpentier. He's right there, nice and close, not giving him an inch. That was a nice battle, Jared. That was really strong from both drivers. We're hoping that maybe we can get a side-by-side. We did request one. I know it does take a second to put that together, so hopefully we're going to get one of those. It'd be nice to see these runs side-by-side, and I'm told there's one coming. This is fantastic. I love watching the side-by-side because you can really compare where the cars are on the track at the same time. Really gives you an idea of what the lead to chase gap is on both runs as well, because that is going to make the difference in the call, really, is that proximity, right? So you want to see how close both drivers are to one another in the chase position.
The side-by-side, I think, is great, but, you know, what's the opposite of going cross-eyed? Like, you know, because I feel like you can't watch them both at the same time, but you kind of see in your peripheral what each driver is doing. I think it does give good perspective as we talk about drone, which we don't have any here for this invitational, but you know, getting that overhead shot, that's the truth serum. But I think the side-by-side is really telling of where the vehicle placement is.
You know those pictures where you have to stare in the middle and then another picture pops out of it? That's what this is. You got to stare at the very middle of the screen.
Oh, there's a dinosaur.
And there's a dinosaur.
Your eyes relax.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what you do, and then you watch both with your peripheral vision.
All right, hoping to get this side by side because what do you guys think out there? What do you guys think? So hear me out. Who thinks that the winner is Rome Charpentier and the BMW, the orange and green BMW? Okay. How many people think it's the bright orange MX5 of Kyle Mohan? Okay, last but not least, for you new drift fans, it's either driver A, driver B, or who thinks they should go one more time to really decide who wins? Do you guys want to stay here all night? And I guess that, you know what, that's indicative of the drift fan base growing. So I absolutely love that as we are, I think we're just going to go ahead and drop the results. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and drop the results. Here we go. Slide them left for Rome, right for Mohan. There's one more time. So it is outnumbered. Looks like Brian Eggert did side with Rome Charpentier, and he was outnumbered over that of Chris Yule and Ryan Lontaine. But regardless, they are going one more time. And you know, if you're going to have a split decision,